Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about temporary tables in SQL Server. So please try to watch all my previous videos so that you'll get more understanding on different technologies like SQL Server development, performance tuning, and Power BI index, and also integration services. Now we'll go to the SQL Server Management Studio. There we can understand today's video demo. So in this video we'll talk about what are the temporary tables, how many types, so where it is actually storing. We'll try to see all kind of options in today's video. Okay, so temp tables. So basically there are two types of temporary tables are there. One is local temporary table, another one is global temporary table. Okay, one is local temp tables, so another one is global temporary temp tables. Okay, so we'll try to see one by one. First we'll try to talk about a local temporary table, so how to create and where it is storing. We'll try to see that. So I'm taking new window, Control N, so it will open new window, or we can call it as a session also. So we'll try to create table. So for creating the local temporary table, we need to use the single hash sign. So give any name, so temp data, so give some columns here, employee id integer data type, and employee name varchar, and so employee salary integer. Okay, for this local temporary table I'm creating three columns: employee id, employee name, salary. I'm inserting some sample data. Insert into employee temp data values, so 101 Mike, and some numbers for salary column. So copy. So I'll try to change sample data 1023 and Smith Albert. So I'm changing the salary values also. Okay, so for this local temporary table I have three columns: employee id, employee name, salary, and this is the sample data. Now I'll execute one by one. So first I'm creating the table. So table has been created successfully, and we'll try to insert sample data also. Okay, sample data also insert successfully. So this time I will try to fire a select statement, and we'll see whether data has been created successfully in the temporary table or not. We'll try to see that. Select star from temp data. Okay, so now data has been inserted successfully. Okay, this looks like all the activities for table creation and inserting data and selecting the table. Everything looks like a physical table. So what are the activities we are doing with the physical tables? Same thing we are doing temporary tables also. Okay, the only difference is here single hash sign. Okay, so and also we'll try to understand where it is storing. So we'll try to see that. For that we need to go to the object explorer, so expand the databases. Now we can expand system databases, so expand tempdb temporary tables. Now we can see here, so it's taking, yeah, so in temporary tables in tempdb, in the temporary tables it will store these actual temporary tables. Okay, not in the master database, it is storing tempdb databases only. Now you can see that, so hash and temp data, so underscore some numbers generated by the internal system and all. Okay, so in this place only the temporary tables will be stored and created here itself. Okay, for example, now I'll try to, so within this session I have created this temporary table. For example, in the next session, is it possible to create the same temporary table with the same name? So we'll try to see that. I'm taking the new session, so I'll try to copy the same data. So we'll try to validate whether it is possible to create same name table or not. So usually for creating the physical table it's not possible. For every object we need to maintain the single name only. So if you try to create the duplicate object, you will get an error. But this time while creating the local temporary table, is it possible to or not, we'll try to see that. So again this is the new session only. So this time I'm trying to create again with the same name only. So but table has been created successfully, and also we'll try to insert data also. Okay, 3 rows are affected. Again I'm trying to file a select statement. Okay, so it means that for every session we can create the temporary table with the same name also, it is allowing. So we'll try to see that also where it is storing or not. For that we need to refresh. So I'm just now you can see that with the same name, but if you notice here the numbers are different. Okay, so whatever the numbers are generated by the system, it's getting different. First one is 4, second one is 6. So that is the reason we can able to create multiple local temporary table with the same name. Usually for creating this kind of same name for physical tables, it won't allow, it will give an error. Okay, so this is the local temporary table. For example, if you want to drop explicitly how to do that, we'll try to see that. So drop table name temp data. For example, if I drop means, so command complete successfully. Now we'll try to validate whether it is applicable or not. Just click on refresh. Now you can see that. So the second one has been dropped successfully, because I have explicitly written the drop table name. In case if you do not want, for example, if I close this session, if I close this session, automatically the temporary table will be removed from this database. For that we'll try to see that. So I'm just closing the session. No, now we can see that. So again I'll try to refresh it. Now there are no more temporary tables, because so far we have created 2 temporary tables. One is explicitly dropping by drop table name, another one is by closing the session, automatically it is dropped from the temp tables. Okay, so likewise we can create the temporary tables, we can drop it, so we can see where exactly it's getting stored and all. Okay, same thing we'll try to do the for global temporary tables. How to do that, we'll try to see that. So for that I'm trying to create a new session. So control N, so create table, so double hash sign temp data. So for that also I'm giving employee ID integer, employee name varchar, employee salary. So I'm inserting some sample data, insert into values 101, Mike, give some numbers for salary column. So I'm trying to insert 3 rows. So I'm changing 102, 103, Smith, Albert. So I'm changing these numbers also. Okay, so this is the global temporary table. For creating the global temporary table, we need to use so 2 hash. Okay, so on this the sample data, and now I am trying to execute one by one. So just click on execute, and also insert sample data also. So 3 rows are affected. Now select star from temp data. Yeah, so table has been created successfully, and also inserting data and firing select statement, everything looks so far so good. So basically the global temporary table where it is storing, we'll try to see that. For that, So again go to the tempdb, so just try to refresh it, go to the temporary tables. Now we can see that, so temp data, so this is the global temporary table. For the local temporary table we will get underscore some numbering end of the table name, but there is no kind of numbering system for the global temporary table, because for example same thing if I try to create in the differentiation, so what will happen, we'll try to see that. So for example, if I try to create again in the differentiation with the same name, you will get an error, because there is an object already available in the tempdb database. So that is the reason. So for the local temporary table, it is possible to create multiple temporary tables with the same name with respect to differentiation. But when it comes to global temporary table, it maintains the uniqueness of the table name across all the sessions. Okay, but you can access, for example, so the table has been created this session. If you want access in this session, it is possible, because global temporary table we can access across all the session. When it comes to local temporary table, we can able to access within the session only. Select star from temp data. Now you can see, right? But same thing is not possible for the local temporary table. So likewise we can create the temporary tables like local temporary tables and global temporary tables also. And also, is it possible to create a primary key and unique key for the temporary tables? Okay, we'll try to see that, that is also okay. So whether it is possible to create a so constraints for the temporary tables, we'll try to see that. So create table, so temp data, so id int, so I'm trying to give the primary key for this column. So employee name varchar and employee salary integer. So this time I'm trying to give the primary key for this id column, so we'll try to see that. Just click on execute. So it means that even you can able to create the primary key for the local temporary tables also. Again we'll try to see the unique key is possible or not, we'll see that. Unique key also, unique. Okay, so I'll try to take copy and create in the differentiation, so that we can verify distinguish between this one. Okay, I'm again creating executing this query. Okay, so here also command complete successful. It means that so we can create the primary key unique key for the temporary tables also, like as we do the regular basis for the physical tables, same thing applicable for the temporary tables also. So so that's all for today's video. I think hope you like this video. In the next video we'll try to understand how to create variables. So what are the table variables, so we'll see, we'll try to explore all the different options that are available in the SQL server. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or queries, you can send me an email or drop your comments in the comment section, so that I'll try to reply as soon as possible. Thank you.